Well, hey, Daily Dosers, Chris here, coming to you from underground in Israel, day 2 of our Daily Doses. Thanks for hanging out with us. Above us is actually the area where the Danites live. Now, that might not mean much to most of you, but above us was the home of Samson. Now, that may ring a bell, because if you grew up like I did, Samson was this amazing hero. And yet, if you read the story in Judges 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, you realize he wasn't much of a hero. He was a guy that constantly made his own rules, constantly broke God's rules, and yet God used anyway. So you're saying, well, Chris, why aren't we seeing Samson's house? Because it's just a big field. Well, what are you doing in a cave? Because I'm in a cistern. You see, out here in the valley, there were streams that would flow in times of the rainy season, but that's usually only a couple months. What the people would do is divert those waters from the hills into caves like this. Let me show you a little bit. So this cistern goes deep and it is wide, and this is where they would get their water supply from. I know, yucky, isn't it? Because you think, you have to drink water in here? It's not good. It tastes like clay, it tastes like chalk, but it's the best you can do, and you need water to survive. And this is why we're doing the Daily Dose today. Because in Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13, God says this, "For my people have committed 2 evils. Number 1, they have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and they've hewed out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water." I love what God says here. He goes, I want to use this picture to show what my people are doing. My people have forsaken me. God says, I want to be living water. Now that picture would have popped in the imagination of every Hebrew that was reading it. Living water is running water. It's bubbly water. Oh, it's stream water from the mountains. It's the type of water on a hot day like today you go and just dip your face in and let the chill go over your body. It's water that you will drink and get your fill. Not like clay cistern water. And this is why in John chapter 7, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are thirsty, for I am the living water." See, these were word pictures that Jesus used that spoke to the heart of his people. He said, here's what your life's going to be like if you forsake God. If you, like Samson, who lived above ground here, decide to make your own rules and live life your way, he said, you're going to be a broken cistern. What's broken mean? It means it doesn't even hold water. What water you do have is quickly slipping away, and it's water that doesn't replenish. It's not living water. And so today I just ask, how many of us say, yeah, there's a God up there. Yeah, there's a God that wants me to live a certain way, but you know what? I'm smarter than him in this area. I'm better than him in this area. Or like Samson, I go about life in my own strength, and I do things my way. And doing things my way, I find I'm a broken cistern. I can't contain what I'm supposed to have. I can't keep what I do have. And what little I do have, it doesn't quench my thirst. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. And the whole time we have this Jesus saying, come to me. If you're broken, if you're empty, if you feel like everything's just running through your fingers, I am living water. You weren't meant to live as a broken cistern. You weren't made to come up short in life or to go through life with a bad taste in your mouth. You were made to be children of God who walked with the Father, who every day just reached out and grabbed the hand of the creator of the universe and called him Abba, Dad. He said, here's what you've done, Israel. You've forsaken me. You're doing life your way. So here's your picture. But as God always does, grace and mercy comes the moment you and I stop and say, I'm done. I'm done with my way. Today, Dad, it's your way. I need living water. That's your challenge, Daily Dosers. I'll see you tomorrow from Israel.